Hello and welcome to American Truck Simulator with me, Kevin Sawyer. Hope you guys are all well and enjoying your day, whatever you're up to. And I've got yet another truck skin. I mentioned it in the last mod run with the 5-to-1. This is one I forgot about. It's this nice little international here for you guys. Again, I will put links in the description down below for you guys to have a play with it for yourself, and I'll give you my impressions of it and what I think of it. It's not bad. It's got quite a few little bits you can do to it. Quite a fair bit of customization. I think the modder is Cyrus the Virus. I think, yeah, Cyrus the Virus. But he's put a fair few amount of customization in here. As you can see, got a fairly nice cab. We'll sort of like have a put about when we've got some bit more light, but I thought I'd set off now while it's fairly dark. We've got a nice little small job in. Right, which trailer do we need? Have a quick look. It's that one there, isn't it? Right, okay. Let's see. Let's pan and see what gauges actually work. If my track IR let me, that is. Being very derpy there. I think it's the light is the problem. Let me just see if I can readjust it or reset it. That's going to be a bit better. So, trying to look around this wheel, it's a bit of a nightmare. Let's see, top right corner, that gauge doesn't seem to move or do anything. Those gauges do look a bit stuck on to me. I could be wrong. That gauge there is working. The bottom right hand gauge there. Sorry, again my track car has been very derpy today. A bit like me on a good day. See if the battery indicator stays on if I shut the engine off. Well, yeah, that's definitely not moving. This top one must be moving though. Yeah, it's the engine water temperature by the looks of it. Right, okay, the RPM gauge, that works. Haven't tried the MPH one yet because we're not moving. I guess that must be the applied brake pressure, maybe? Or brake pressure. Let's try bleed some of the... Ah, there it is in the bottom right, bottom left, sorry. That's the brake pressure there. One next to it, I don't know. And again, that's the fuel tank. But I'm going to show you the rest of the interior. It's pretty well detailed, so you can customise what sort of grip mats you have. And the interior is pretty fair, decent. So I've not driven this truck that much, so this will be a bit of a low air pressure. That's what I was on about in the last episode. If you drain it down, the brakes kick in. It should kick in and stop you from going anywhere. Got a sim dash running up again. You see, the sun is pouring in. It's late afternoon for me. Parking brake disengaged. So Let's try not to bend this one like we did the 521. Let's use cheat cam and have a look, ski round. This is a bit of a small yard anyway. I'm not a big fan of these small yards. So just quickly reline yourself on that. That gives you a good chance to have a look at the truck. The configurations on this truck, quite a few. You've got different, like I say, got different chassis types. Well, I will test to see if this works with advanced trailer coupling or not. Because I know that's a stock trailer over there. So let's turn advanced trailer coupling on. Options. Gameplay. Trailer stability. No. Air brake simulation. Okay, always do this. Come on, Kev. Sort your life out. It's got to be here somewhere. Brake simulation, automatic drop axle. Too many options now. That's the problem. Speed limiter, advanced trailer coupling. There we go. Just got to remember it's underneath the bar. Just remember it's underneath the bar. Okay, oh, that'd be a nice, easy thing to remember, right? Well, maybe. God, it took a while to load up. Sorry, guys. Right, let's try it, shall we? The hazards on. Well, it works with advanced trailer coupling, so that's a big plus for this mod. So that answers your questions, and my question was yes, it does work fine with advanced trailer couplings. Right, let's turn the engine off, turn the lights off, and let's jump out the rig and attach the load. Right, fire it back up. Excuse me. Right. And let's do our tests. We know the brake pressure builds. Oh, hang on. Let's put the handbrake, both sets of brakes on, so both brakes applied, works. Release both brakes. Try trailer brake on its own. Yep. Survives the tug test. So let's put some lights on and let's get on and away, hopefully. I'm not going to make that corner, I don't think. Have to look back round just a little bit just to get the swing on the corner a bit more. I came out there a bit too wide. Which way do I need to go? And as you can hear, I've still not yet put any oil on my spinner yet. I've got to get around doing it. I'll do that, I promise, after this episode. I'll go and get some. Whoa, sorry mate, sorry, my bad. Wipers work on the inside, see if it works on the outside. Pan around, maybe you can see them. And they work on the outside too. This does have an option for beacon lights. I'll turn them on now by pressing the home key. So that's my default key. I've set to beacon view lights. Off on the top of the cab for a little while. It's going to be challenging in itself. Just don't know what the trailer's doing. Mind you, that never really stopped me in the past. good brakes, fairly good brakes. Turn the wipers off now. Work on 2 settings. Would help if I was in the right gear again. Clear, so I'm going to turn right. So she pulls like up the hill. Yeah, not too bad. Seems to pull alright. Don't need to indicate it out just yet. Do it. Ooh, can't find them. Right. Turn the beacons back off now. Don't need them on really. Not a massively wide load, that'd be a bit of an overkill. I've got another mod truck which I found just today, and it's a Scania. Yeah, it's not the Scania we've done already, revisited it, don't worry, it's an old school Scania. I saw it today and I was like, God, I have a go on that. I've yet to play on it myself, so it'd be interesting to see that. I'll be literally doing a recording straight after this one of that, so keep your eyes peeled for that, guys. There's no templates to this. Again, I can mod my skin onto this truck. You know, if there's an option for a template in future and I can do it, then I will put my custom logo on it. I might actually leave that preserved of the trucks I really love. If it's a truck I really love, then I'll put my skin logo on it. Why are you saying that? My logistics company's going to have it on it anyway, so. Turn that light on so you guys can see the miles we're doing. Again, this is a relatively short run. In fact, I didn't cover that. Ooh, easy. Show you the run we're doing today. So again, we've left from Tucson because again that's where it resets me to when I'm getting a new truck, to Kingman. So it shouldn't be a long run. I get it's a bit repetitive for you long-term subscribers who've seen me do runs here many a times before, but it's in a different office, I guess, so it's not that repetitive, but good for fuel, even though my light, let's quickly reset that. But it does that, like I say, if you come out of game and out of game and out of game, you'll do that. Reset that while I'm at it too. That's better. Just clock that, I look down at the gauge, it's like, oh, low fuel. No, I haven't got low fuel. No. Should have a full tank, relatively. Let's see if we can, what this thing handles like up top speed. Now the light's coming along, I'll show you a few more. Shots as well. I'll do a photo at some point when I get a point in time. The lights probably a bit when the lights are a bit better as well. In fact, dim down to standard dim beam or standard side lights. Jake's not overly loud, not inside cab, it's right outside cab. It is a bit louder outside the cab, and it's quite a good Jake. It works. It's not overly aggressive, it's not underly aggressive as well, so it does actually. It's not bad, Jake. Brake on that at all. Now, does it feel twitchy over 60? Now I'm at 60 now, just over. Air whisker over. Let's just wind it up and just throw it around the corners a little bit and see how it feels like. That doesn't feel overly twitchy. It feels quite solid. Mine's this big old frame, so it should just feel quite solid. So it should. The chassis is quite large and the sleeper's quite large on this, so it should feel relatively stable. I'm speeding again. Nothing new there. Right. 75. That's it. See how it works on this corner. It's a relatively tight corner. I know this in the past. It's been a bit tripped up me up so a fair amount of times. I went around there like it wasn't even there. So yeah, no, steering's quite good. Does exactly what it needs to do. It's not twitchy. Straight on ahead, I think. Yeah. I think I've just gone the wrong way. Yep. No matters, it just redirect me. The next point. That junction always catches me out, that one. Always. Stop. Lights changing. How's it handle on a hill start? That is the question. Well, it's just relatively flat here, so that's not a problem really. Shouldn't be much of a problem on this hill. The trailer is slightly on the incline, but there's a convoy. No air horn, but works as a standard in stock horn instead. They've replaced the file for that. You can see lights, which normally means it's it's that police car sitting in the traffic lights. That's not something I noticed with the emergency mod. He had to sit there in the red light with his lights flashing, which we all know that wouldn't happen, right? Wouldn't wait there patiently. Wouldn't wait there patiently while the lights changed. He'd just go past them. He can do that with his powers of being a policeman. Quite talky little. This is probably one of the higher engines in this. I haven't tried it with lower engines in this. It seems to be going through the gears quite quick. Quite a powerful engine in it. So. Jake, as I say, it's not too bad. I was miles early on the indication, my guys. Whoops. And miles off the road too. Ooh. Good brakes. Very good brakes. drop-off point? It says still got some mileage to go. I thought maybe it was that a drop-off. Oh, it's because we went the wrong way, didn't we? Or you say we, I mean me. I went the wrong way, and it's like, yeah, you say we. You're blaming us for your bad driving. Yeah. Just in case. A bit slower down a little bit. Put the old cruise control on just to tick along here for a little while. Let's take us back out onto the main road, hopefully. Would I drive this truck all the time? Again, it's not a bad truck, don't get me wrong, but I prefer my older rig, so that's why you don't often see me drive many of the newer trucks in the game. Only if I get really fed up and there's no mods about, I'll drive a newer truck just for a change. Or if I'm ever get around to playing a multiplayer again, you'll probably see me drive a, just to change up a bit, newer truck. Got to get out of the habit as well. Taking it out the gate and putting it back in the gate. I know a lot of the old school truckers do that. And a lot of the old school truckers know how to power shift as well, but that's a different story. Wind it up a bit, see what she's really like. Get over. That's me, not the truck. Overcompensating. Actually, there's one good thing with this. This thing does power shift quite well. I did try it off screen to see what it was like to power shift, and it's not too bad. It's quite forgiving. Does let you get away with a fair amount. Or floating, as you guys, some of the people in the States call floating gears. Either way works, doesn't it? Either way covers the same thing. It's only got some grunt to it, this thing. Turned up that hill like it wasn't even there. Put the cruise control on. Put the Jake on just in case. This will be a real good test for this actually. When I get a minute, when it straightens up enough, I'll take a photo. Yeah, it doesn't feel overly twitchy. Excuse me. Good brakes, very good brakes. Put the handbrake on because my wheels keep, my pedals, sorry, not wheel, my pedals keep moving. The engine cut out. Put that brake on, take that brake off. I'd be glad to build my button box, that's for sure. And I can just differentiate between the brakes rather than having to press a button. And it frees up another button on the buttons on the wheel as well. Am I going the right way? Wrong way, simulator? Sorry mate, I'm on the wrong side of the road. I'm going the wrong way, but that's it. I am going the wrong way. Right, okay. That's the insult to injury. And where's this next turn off? It's probably going to be here, isn't it? Yeah, very good brakes. That's a good thing, especially when I'm driving, right? Feels vaguely familiar. I don't know why this thing seems vaguely familiar. I'd say that the way it feels a bit like that concept truck I did once to drive. Or just the cab just reminds me of that. Put it up as in the right gear. Right. Stop, says the sign, so we will do exactly what it says, especially as Mr. Buzzkill was just pulling in there. Drifting out on the other lane again. Lane discipline is not with me today. Good for fuel, just over half a tank, so I'm going to leave that. Keep going. It's not a bad truck actually, if you ask me. I can, you know, it's not the best truck I've seen out there, but it's not the worst either. But I say that a lot with a lot of trucks I do. I've seen a lot worse and I've seen a lot better. The thing is, I need my hood in front of me, I need a bonnet. That's why I like the older rigs, as we all know. I need that cathedral of power to be visibly in front of me. But it's not there, I just get a bit... my brain also... Ooh, easy. Turn coming up. As well as things got good brakes, huh? My brain automatically goes back to ETS mode. If there's no grille, or no bonnet I should say, then my brain goes, oh, I'm back in a cab over on ETS or whatever. And so I start treating it like a cab overhaul, that, and then I forget it's actually got a front end. I've got that hood in front of me, I know, because it's my little marker. If I do that, I can see it, but in fact, we've got to take it. Talking about seeing, we've got to take a picture. So while I'll get a minute, there goes a tractor. Nice. Well, there's a tractor coming up. Let's take a photo mode while we get a minute. Whilst we have a minute, see if I can catch that tractor in the distance as well. There we go. Need to go up a bit. No, doesn't look good. Doesn't do it any favours, so we'll just go from this view. Field of view, focusing point. No, try that again. That's better. That's the one I wanted. Cool. Throw that on the archive later, and there's the Finball later as well. There goes the tractor. Looks like he was carrying straw bales, hay bales. Speed limit's lowered down here. I don't want to go overly quick around these corners. Do some more, oops, outside views for you guys and girls. It's quite a good one. Affects the sound though. I can hear like a weird sound in my ears, like a hissing sound or a sputtering sound. Don't know if it's just my computer being old or low engine noise is causing it. Either way. Miles to go on this road. Okay, it's not too bad. Won't take us too much longer to do this route. Again, I'm sorry in advance, it's probably going to go a little bit over the usual half hour's time slot. I did get lost evidently. That didn't help. It's 55 along here, which again doesn't help. Mind you, I wouldn't really want to go any faster than 60 round on these corners anyway. Good as the handling is on this thing, I won't want to put too much what's the word I'm looking for? Tempt faith too much. Fate too much. The problem is, because I can't hear the Jake, it needs to be louder. Oh, there's a gear in there somewhere, kid. Go on, Peterbilt, off you go. I'm not going to really go your way. Beat that truck there if I'm cunning enough. Open up the taps for you guys so She does actually go quite well. But it's a newer truck. She should be relatively powerful anyway. It's based on a newer model truck. Speeding, yeah. The speed demon strikes again. Leadfoot. Big case of Leadfoot we got there. Yeah. No, because there's a stupid 55 speed limit along here. Over half a tank of diesel, so good for diesel. No more news on the update, or no more updates on the button box builders yet. As soon as I get all the parts together, you guys will be the first to see. No more brainwaves either at the moment, luckily enough. For you guys that have been watch my farming simulator as well, I'm wondering, I've not done many mod showcases on that. It's late. Again, there's just not a great deal out there at the moment to do, and I don't want to be one of these ponies that just, well, like a pony. It's just like sees a mod, any mod, and just goes, oh look, mod showcase. Oh look, mod showcase. Oh look, mod showcase. You know, and then you guys are going to be like, why did you do a mod showcase on that? Has no relevance or importance to farming whatsoever. Okay, I do come up with the odd occasional wild card, like was it on 15 I did the way out the lane here. I did was it the delivery one and traffic light one. I found them quite, you know, the traffic light one was quite a handy little one to have. Still not seen anything of the ilk on 2017 yet. I'll try and find a sort of like more useful mods for you guys, like the placeables, or you know, scripts or stuff like that, which I think you guys are gonna, and girls are gonna benefit more from than just uploading in the old random junk. Bit like these, bit like ATS here, you know. I try out the mods first, initially, and if they don't work, then I just won't bother. If they work, but they just have the bugs, then I just point out what I think the bugs are and what could do with improvements and stuff. I don't know what the photo. I think that's meant to be a calendar. That's the option in the settings. It's a calendar there, I think, up on that visor. Looks like a calendar. Yeah, it's a calendar. Ooh. Still not learned my lesson about taking my eyes off the road yet. Take off and just. It all took out quite a lot of fair amount of speed for us anyway. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Again, brakes. Very well. Good brakes. Oops, that doesn't help. Stalled right in the middle of the road there, and I wasn't in the right gear, that's why. I pushed down on it, but I didn't push all the way down. problem. You don't push all the way down so it clicks. If you only pushed it down softly on the shifter, it tends to not recognise it as a push. Now with the double routes coming up, whenever that does come out, I will show you guys what that's all about when I can, when it does come out. I probably won't be doing this advanced trailer stuff, not initially. First off, I'm just leave it easy just to see how it works out. Whoops. That because I'm a bad driver, that's one. Actually, I'm going to go forward a bit and indecisive mode initiated. Hopefully do that other side as well. Excuse me, for croaky today. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that, I think. Let's shut it off, turn lights off. T for total, or T for detached trailer. Excellent! Yay! Oh yeah, that's right, I did that when I was off screen. I was driving to the job and it leveled me up to 40, so now I'm just on number 40. I need to, mind you, I've got all the points I need now anyway for that, so I don't have any more points to apply. But anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode today. If you did, again guys, please feel free to like, and if you know anyone else that may also enjoy watching this run, please guys feel free to share. It helps me out a lot and I don't mind you guys sharing. If you're new to my channel and you want to see future episodes of this or anything else that I'm working on, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.